Let's take a look at how to use negative keywords with the correct match types in Google Ads. Now, doing this can drastically improve the performance of your ads. In fact, we were just doing this for a client the other day that's a transportation company. They do like chauffeur services. They were getting all of these calls for people wanting an Uber, but they do like high-end luxury chauffeurs. So we came in, addressed their negative keywords, added the correct ones with negative match types, and things just took off like a rocket because people started calling looking for what they actually offer rather than something else. So this is crazy beneficial. I've been doing this Google Ads stuff for over a decade, and of the techniques that we utilize to drastically improve performance in accounts, this is probably one of the biggest. So stick around to the end because there's a lot of great stuff that we're going to cover in this video. Now, diving in here, first things first, you've got to be able to see the actual terms people are using to find your ads in order to optimize those terms. So to do that, you're going to log into your Google Ads account, come over to campaigns, and then under insights and reports, you'll see search terms right here. If you click on this, this is going to actually show you not just the keywords that you're advertising on, but the specific terms that people enter into Google when they see your ads. And this is a little bit confusing if you're not familiar with how this works, but a keyword can allow your ads to show up for multiple search terms, right? So these are the search terms in this column here. These are the keywords that are causing these search terms to have our ads show up, right? So something like custom closets Phoenix, because this doesn't have any formatting, this is actually what would be considered a broad match keyword. And so it's going to allow all sorts of related terms to have our ads show up. Stuff like DIY custom closets, you know? But if we're a custom closet company, we don't really want to be talking to people that are looking to do it themselves, right? If we install closets, we want people to, well, be looking for like a closet design company, for instance, right? And you can see here that this is excluded now, and that's because we have added these as negative keywords so that our ads don't show up when somebody's looking for IKEA furniture or DIY instructions, because that's not typically going to lead to a really high quality conversation with a prospect in this case, right? So to do this, when we're in insights and reports and we're looking at our search terms, we've got a large enough date range so we can see some data in here. We're just going to start going through these terms and seeing what stands out as irrelevant, like these two that we were showing as an example earlier. Heaven's Closet Phoenix. This one catches my eye, and in part because it looks like a competitor, you know? This looks like a company's name, and I personally don't like to pay for my ads to show up when somebody's looking for a competitor's company in most cases. Because they could be looking for support and not sales, right? So you're like fielding their support calls and paying money to do so. There are some cases where it does make sense. But in this case, let's say we do not want our ads to show up when people search for this keyword any longer. All we'll need to do is check this box right here and then click Add as Negative Keyword. When we do that, it's going to allow us to add this negative keyword at the ad group level, the campaign level, or to a negative keyword list. I think the easiest thing to do is either the campaign or the ad group level. If you have a list set up like we do here, then you can go ahead and add it to that list, or you can create a list. But in this case, I'm just going to add it to the campaign itself. And when I was talking earlier about match types, this is what I was talking about. So you see how it's wrapped in brackets here? What that means is it's going to use the exact match targeting. Now, if we look at the keyword match types from the Google Ads help website, it's going to show us the different match types and what those essentially mean. Something like exact match allows your ads to show up when somebody's searching for basically exactly the same meaning of what you put in as your keyword. So like furniture store, home furnishing shop, you can think of them like synonyms, right? So if we add this as a negative keyword, Heaven's Closet Phoenix, that means Google's not going to let our ads show if somebody searches for any variation or synonym of this keyword, like Heaven's Closet. You know, like if they just leave the city name off and they just typed in Heaven's Closet, it would probably prevent our ads from showing up for those keywords because they're so closely related, it's basically the exact same keyword, right? Then there's something called phrase match, which broadens us out a bit, right? So if you wanted to target something like cheap furniture stores, that would also roll over into stuff like living room furniture deals. What store is the best place to find a bedroom dresser? It's kind of like this similar idea, right? Like a cheap furniture store, living room furniture deals, you're really just looking for a place to get a good deal on furniture, right? And then you can go even more broad, which is broad match. And that's just like anything that's even closely related. So we tend to not use broad match all that much. It's usually going to be phrase or exact match. Now, where this becomes really beneficial is for a negative keyword like this. Of course, we can go ahead and add this as a negative keyword. But if we come over here to our negative keywords, we can also, we can also add in a phrase matched variation of that negative keyword. So we could say, all right, anything that's even remotely related to Heaven's Closet, like if somebody were to search for Heaven's Closet support phone number or Heaven's Closet reviews on Yelp or anything to do with Heaven's Closet for the most part, it's not going to let our ads show up because we're using this phrase match targeting, which is more broad. And it's going to be based more on the intent behind the search, right? So we've added the exact keyword as an exact match negative, and then also the brand, if you will, of this competitor as a phrase match negative keyword, which will help prevent this from happening again and again and again in the future when people search for variations like I was talking about. Like if someone searched for Heaven's Closet reviews on Yelp, right? We can prevent that from our ads showing on terms like that ahead of time by going ahead and adding in that phrase match negative keyword. So anyways, I hope this was helpful. If there's anything you did have questions about, don't hesitate to reach out and just drop your questions in the comment section down below, and we'll be sure to get back to them there.
Look, if you're the type of person that just doesn't even want to deal with Google Ads anymore, then you can always reach out to me. My company is Missoula SEO Geek. I'll leave a link to my website down below, but we do manage Google Ads for different companies in different industries, and you can come learn about what we do, what makes us unique. You can even read some of the testimonials from some businesses that we've taken from 0 to over $1 million in revenue, like this one here. And really just see that, this is the type of thing that's going to explode your business growth. So feel free to reach out. You can always give us a call or contact us through our website, and look forward to working with you.